coming up right after him, so two boys from right here in the hometown. All right, one more time with the 460. Ooh, having trouble. These alcohol tractors, folks, and when they get them right, they are hard to handle. When they're not right, well, you have trouble with them. Mike has had some very good runs, though, this year, and last year when he brought the tractor out, but having trouble here tonight, so it looks like they're going to back him up and... All right, got him fired again. Now, folks, he hasn't moved the sled, so if you don't move the sled, it still has yet to use his measurable distance, so... All right, Green's back out. Going to try it again. Got to get those RPMs up, get that turbocharger. Oh! And she's going down on him there. All right, taking the gloves off. Now, he is the test hook. I'm going to assume he's going to drop the last or somewhere down in the hole. Gonna need a tow tractor here, folks. Get a round of applause here for Mike Johnston with the White Lightning machine. He will be back later on in the show. Need a tow tractor on the track, please.
Mike Johnston dropped to last place.
It may be green, but it's gearing like an international harvester right now. Are there John Deere fans here tonight? There's a few. Are the international harvester fans here tonight? How many of you don't care just want to watch tractor pulling?
I'll tell you,
we're glad that you could come out and be with us here tonight.
We're kind of off to a rough start here, but don't let that bother you, folks. You people have been out here for the past 4 years, know how tough and what we've got coming up here. So Glenn Lacey, man, I'll tell you, the hometown boy, now he's got her fired back up here. Now you see Danny Ashby on the other side of the track. Before they even take off, folks, those two people, and you see Mike Johnston, give those people a big round of applause for making this pull possible here. Let them have it, folks. Let them know you like them. And after they run, we got to give the Shriners a big round of applause here, too. We'll be talking about that here in just a few short moments. All right, he's under green, John Deere people. First time out. Let's see what Glenn Lacey can do with it.
It's hard to make alcohol work sometimes in the night air.
Yeah, you got it.
Out tonight, quite a bit tough.
Yeah, you got it, I'll tell you. But they'll get them worked out. We've got some stout ones coming up, and what Glenn is, he's working on kind of an experimental job here, too. If he gets this thing lined out, this is going to be one of the toughest little tractors in the country.
He may want his red tractor back, though.
Oh, no. No, he told me he's glad he's already gone green. And that's his first run going green, so he's happy with it so far anyways.
Of course, if you happen to be Fred Roach, you don't mind the opportunity here because you'll notice what's coming out of his back is not alcohol. He's smoking diesel tonight.
Oh, you got it. Blood control coming up.
To come to the line.
Yeah, Little Blue, Fred Roach has been pulling. I started pulling pro stock tractors out in West Tennessee back in the early 1970s and been pulling ever since. Him and his brother, the Roach brothers, in the late 70s, they were tough in that pro stock class.
We need some tow tractors in the pits as soon as we can. Some tow tractors back in the pits. If you guys can work that out, we'd certainly appreciate it. One attempt has been used with the John Deere. We've got another shot there. If he wants to opt for that, he could drop in the class if he would like as well. Does have a second attempt. The alcohol burning a little tougher in the cold night air. Quite a bit difficult here. It also causes some problems for folks when they go indoors.
Need a tow tractor. Need a tow tractor. Looks like Glenn is going to be dropping down or something along the lines of that. So we are going to need a tow tractor.
Glenn Lacey dropped down to last pour.
There's more than one way to skin a track, and there's more than one way to run a tractor pull and get some distance down the track. We still have not had an official pull. We're still looking at the tester. So Fred's going to be our tester for the night here, provided he gets a round up in the air behind the blowers.
All right, Ford fans, your chance to go, Little Blues.
Now we've got to watch the judges really closely here to find out, are we official? Are two things accurate? Number one, you'll notice the working of the Robin Hood sled. First of all, we have the skid plate, and we also have the weight box, and you can see it working back now. There's two things that we can change about this sled to make it easier or more difficult for the machine. First of all, we can add more weight to the weight box, so as it goes forward, it'll put more pressure on that skid plate and tougher the machines to pull. Or we can simply change the gearing. We can change the gearing and make that sled come up, or that weight box come up a little bit faster on the sled. We'll get a word from the judges whether that's a full pull, or we're going to have to start all over again.
I tell you, it looks a little bit on the light side, but tell you what, Fred Roach is always a tough competitor. We're right here now, folks, on the antique side. By the way, we do need a tow tractor down to Fred Roach, so we're going to need a tow tractor down to Fred Roach. On the antique side,
they reset the sled.
So 666, 686 International. What they're doing in tractor pulling, Jeff, pretty much the same. 360 motor punched out. Well, that's the secret. You're not going to hear that, folks. This is the guy that won it here last year. International people, where are you at?
That's not what he came here to do.
Oh, man. I tell you what, we were up in Richmond, Indiana. I hope it just came out of gear. I hope that's all it was.
We were out of gear. He said, yeah, that's what happened. We hope that's right.
Oh, man, I hope that's it. I hope it wasn't what I think it was. He could have had some, he's got the helmet off, folks. That doesn't look good.
Good news and bad news. Good news is maybe it just slipped out of gear. Bad news is he might be wrong. Good news is it might have slipped out of gear. Bad news is he went past the 75-foot mark.
Oh, man, I tell you, it's been rough on tractors here. And this is one of the strongest running tractors in the country, folks. Matter of fact, over to Owensboro, Kentucky this year, he picked up a second or a third place finish out there. Second at the National Farm Machinery Show. Defending champion last year in the 7500 Super Stock on the Jasper Pulling Series points. A tough tractor, and I got a feeling this doesn't look good. We'll get the word from the official here for you in just a second.
He pulls to win, but he pulls to compete as well, and all the way from Wisconsin, we're glad to have him here tonight. Let's give him a big round of applause as he heads out of the ring. Hope he's not broke.
Hey,
92 feet. 92.83, almost at 93 feet. And we still don't know if we're official or not. That would have been an excellent test for us to know whether we're right with the track or not.
Well, he was getting a hold of the track. Definitely, he was getting a hold of the track.
Now, we talk a little bragging rights, guys to girls.
Yeah, tell us what's going on over here in the Antique Wars.
Hey, ladies, how do you think you can drive as well as the guys?
Connie Day, Nebo, Kentucky, 170 and 8. 180 feet and 8 inches. 180 and 8. Danny Dickerson went a 179.2. Leroy, was that a Richmond? Did you heard it like we did at Richmond? Oh, man. Folks, please give a big round of applause to last year's winner one more time. He has broken. He was fixing to go to the fence on that thing. Give him a big round of applause. You see the owner, the father and son team of Leroy and Shelby Mason. Guys have been doing it for years. Got the former owners of the tractor, Mr. Corp, on it, and not going to happen tonight. Talking about the Haney Farms tractor, JR. You Alice Chandler people.
Brian Cork pulled 92 feet and 8 inches.
Surely had a good run over in Knoxville last week. Tennessee Valley Fair, part of the Jasper Pulling Series. See what he's going to do in Madisonville tonight. Man, we're having trouble here tonight out of these boys. Give him a round round of applause, folks. I think you are. I just can't see or hear from the noise and the smoke. Your new leader, Shirley Haney, 180 Alice Chandler.
TJ Tedder is at the line now on the antique track. As soon as the smoke clears, we'll see that 39B John Deere. That tractor pulling was fun and wasn't quite so expensive.
Shirley Haney pulled 252 feet and .34.
You are needed at your tractor. And Lewis Perry, you are needed at your tractor. We need all pullers on the other side of the antique track. Do not let us send the law after you, gentlemen. We need you on the other side of the antique track. Larry Phillips, we need you at your tractor. Oh. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, we got you. All right, all you Minneapolis Moline fans, we've got two in the class, a Big Cube 6-cylinder, and that's a Big Cube 4-cylinder. More on him coming up. If I had a hat, I'd take it off. Well, you know one thing, he's got the power, and remember I was telling you these guys are kind of surprised how good this Madisonville track is? I think Daryl Coperham just figured that out.
There's a whole lot of bite in there, and there's a whole lot of horsepower, because that tractor came out diesel, and it's not burning diesel right now.
Oh. No, this is an alky burner. This is an alky burner.
It's not burning diesel.
Yeah, looked like what you were seeing there was a little raw on the fuel there. Just too much fuel coming out, so.
That's a lot of CUs with alcohol.
Oh, man. All right, he is going to drop 6 positions. You can drop 6 positions for mechanical. He's going to check something out there. Now, when he comes back, Jeff, after the 6 positions, he won't have another chance at the 75 shot. Next time you see this guy on the track, if he goes 12 feet, we mark him. That's all he gets.
Today we haven't had much rain here, so we've been adding.
Daryl Coperham dropped down to 6 pours.
Right now.
Yeah, and the water they were like dropping in at like noon and even earlier, you know, that moisture is down in the dirt. As it gets cooler here tonight, that starts coming up and actually makes the track better.
As long as it doesn't get slick, we don't mind.
No, it won't do that.
We've got the 55.
We got our fingers crossed anyway.
We're looking at here now. We're going to go to trucks next. Do 4x4s and then 2s and then back to super stocks again tonight. And when you add another 2,000 pounds of weight to a 5,500-pound super stock machine, you can change the running order really quick.
Well, I'll tell you, out here you won't see the same tractors running twice. You'll have a couple of the guys running twice, but for the most part, the 75, the big cube, the big diesel guys will be coming up here in the 7,500-pound class. So. Make some noise for the boys from Missouri. You know what Murphy's Law is? Yeah, we're seeing it in action here tonight, folks.
Unfortunately, that machine may be labeled just right, below income. That, it looked expensive.
Oh, man, it doesn't look good. We're going to take him right back, so maybe it's not as bad as, maybe it's just a little alcohol burp they get in these tractors here. Going to bring him right back and see what's happening. What's going on the antique side here?
Well, on the antique side, the WC Alice Chalmers, Paul Tapp, taking his 39 WC Alice down the line.
Going to be a tow tractor on the starting line. Tow tractor on the starting line. And he may be broken. He may be dropping 6 as well. Going to see if he can get her fixed. And we got one of the Longs. I'm sure they're helping us here, sponsoring us out here tonight. Going to get him towed off here and see what happens. The John Deere. I'll tell you what, folks, I know how many people have been to Madisonville every year here for the Bluegrass Nationals. How many people have been here every year? Make some noise now if you've been here. Well, I know you folks that have been here, this is not normal. We're just killing these tractors here tonight.
We hope we get it all out of the way here and done.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what, this has been the roughest on... He is broke. He is broke, so that's all he gets. Folks, how about it for Bruce Bryson? If anything, look at the paint job on that thing.
John Hall would be your next puller.
And it's another guy, I hate to tell you, he had some trouble last night. We had a Bluegrass Regional pull up in Burlington, Indiana. John Hall with the whopping Mini Mo out of Wisconsin, who is coming up next. Just, he had a miss in the motor and never quite got it lined out. Usually doesn't run the 75. Last night he even made a hook in the 75 to try to get it lined out for Madisonville. He hopes he's got all his problems lined out. This is the Moline I was talking to you about. It's a 4-cylinder. Everybody else in this super stock class, they're running 6 cylinders.
Broke.
Pressing in that old Minneapolis Moline. Yeah, they're doing it here tonight.
They said the jugs on the engine are quite big. All people, here you go. Tell you what, man, last night he had a lot of trouble out of that machine. He's got it lined out now.
He saved it all for Hopkins County, and we're glad that he did tonight. The Mini Mo, M670, Minneapolis Moline.
He's about 14 hours from home, so we're glad to have him out here with you tonight.
Welcome to Hopkins County. 3 years of
John Hall pulled 275.94.
It was a sad night that night.
And actually, Harold, that's the owner of the tractor, and that's the guy that won the first time we were ever here in Madisonville for the Bluegrass Nationals. Harold isn't driving, he's letting his daughter drive. So ladies, where are my ladies at? We've got a lady driver on the line. And Ford fans, I know you're out there. You've seen this tractor run here before. Here we go from Enville, Tennessee. Was not running right tonight. Well, folks, give them a big round of applause. How about it, ladies? Your first look at a lady driver here tonight, doing awfully well.
There's good news and bad news. Bad news, it wasn't running just right. The good news is there's no oil running down the side of it. We're not picking up parts there inside the truck.
And Harold said anytime he can load his tractor back up on the trailer, he doesn't have to work on it, he can make the next pull, and he won. So he's going to be happy with it.
On the antique side, Rocky Holcomb from Hopkinsville just went 154.8. So Paul Tapp takes that place at 178 and 3 inches. We'll move on with the antiques. We'll pull off the Blue Mule and we'll hook up for another run in the 5,500-pound super stock class.
And I'll tell you a little bit about this next guy coming up in the 55 super stock. He was the guy that won the National Farm Machinery Show this past February. Currently the #1 lightweight super.
You got to get above 243 on the antique side. Sherry Yates from Nebo, Kentucky, a 37A John Deere.
There's 14 different states in here.
Oh. Could have 2 Fords in the top 3. 79 Ford, 7910 Ford, walking tall.
Hey, he's already full. Yeah, he couldn't get a whole track. He's been so hard.
Bring up the RPM, bring up the floor pressure. Smooth it out and drop the hammer.
The top 3. Yeah, he didn't take over the lead, but man, he's there in the hunt. How about it, Ford fans? The #1 tractor in America right now. He has been hard to handle, been so consistent in the point series this year, Jeff. Always second, third, or fourth. Second, third, or fourth. Did pick up a win up in Richmond, Indiana, and just hard to handle.
To win in the points, you don't have to win every night. You just need to be in the top running, and that's something he's been able to do.
Just like what they do in the Winston Cup, you accumulate points for your position. Coming up next, we're going to be looking for a familiar name for all you people that know tractor pulling. You've heard the name Ernie Connor. He is here tonight, and he is the only Massey Ferguson here tonight. So
Darren Smith went 259.87, 259.87.
Right here. So Massey people, you better make some noise from the boys from Iowa. Ernie Connor behind the wheel. He drives his think so. I think so.
The second shot if he's not broke.
Man, I tell you what, Murphy's Law is just hurting us here tonight.
2 Fords and a Mini Mo. 35 the top end of the 5,500-pound superstock class.
They're everywhere. I think this is Walgreens.
Right here.
2 yellows and 2 blues, maybe. At least 1 yellow there now. Plenty of potential in that G1000 that came out diesel and now running alcohol. If he gets it right, it'll be tough. Transmission sound stop.
It looks like he maybe hung an extra weight up on the front there from that first run he had. I don't blame him. Just what I would have done.
He got a good look at Venus as he came out of the hole, but a lot of HPs as he dropped the hammer on the Mini Mo.
There, folks, all the way from Missouri, give him a big round of applause. How about it for Dale Cokerham? Not running the way he had anticipated tonight.
On the antique side, congratulations to Connie Day of Gratitude in 38 F20 Farmhouse. She went 196 and 9. 196 and 9. Donna Wyatt from Richland will be next, and Michelle Dickerson from Madisonville, you're on deck.
Yeah, he's got it. He's lighting the tractor.
Daryl Cokerham went 229.36, 229.36.
Sled over in the southern Kentucky area for many years. This guy knows what he's doing with this tractor.
We have John Deere's in New York.
Oh, they got a few. New York State.
Okay.
That's no joke.
Guesswork, John Deere on the line.
John Deere fans, this is your first look, or you had one John Deere earlier, but this is your first look at a green one anyways. Where are my green John Deere fans out? Make some noise from the boys from Mount Hermon, Kentucky. Man, he's shaking them up. Give him a big round of applause, Madisonville. Let him have it.
You can see the orange cone there toward the end of the line. That's the leader of the class. He didn't move that cone, but he moved himself easily into the top 5.
Yeah, it's getting close down there. John Hull, as it's going through the evening, man, he set a good distance for the people to shoot. So we'll have the distance here for you shortly on the John Deere. I guess you've got some antique news for us.
Donna Wyatt from Richland, that 37K, she went 191 feet, 191 and 2. That's good for second place in the class. The last of the powder drop is Michelle bringing this show here for tonight. Give him a big round of applause.
Hey, Tom, you haven't clapped all night. Do it now.
Hey, if you happen to be an Alice Chalmer fan, your next puller in the 5,500 Super Stock class, the old Alice, Bruce Baird's aboard Lewis Perry's machine. Bruce Baird, the old Alice.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, he had some problems last week in Knoxville with the clutch. He's got his clutch lined out now, but, well, he's going right back. I don't think it was anything major.
You get under those blowers and you lose well behind John Hull and the Wampum Mini Mo.
You know where he came up with the name Wampum? I forgot that. That's the name of a town, actually. Wampum, Wisconsin. So we'll leave it at that. Alice Chandler back in the line. Lewis Perry. Oh. You're not supposed to have fire coming out of those things, folks. Some trouble down there. The official's going to check it out here. I don't know if he's going to drop it. It's actually a 666 International 360 motor, punched out a few more cubes than that. 4 turbochargers on this small block.
John Hall of that Minneapolis Bowlings at 275.89. Randy Payne's John Deere and Guesswork is at second place at 262.07. So there's a lot of room between number 2 and number 1 in that super stock class. If the wrench worked last night, this might be the ride.
Hey, he is one of the stoutest diesel tractors you're ever going to see in the 5500 Superstock class. This guy is stout. With four turbochargers is what he's running. Everybody else in this class running 3 turbochargers. He's gone up to the 4. That's what the Big Cube Internationals run. He's trying to kind of a one-of-a-kind setup. International people, you better make some noise. This tractor has got the potential to do it.
Moving some Hopkins County clay. Oh, man. When you come from Iowa to Foley, Kentucky, you got to be shooting for number 1 or there's no sense of coming. That's just how it is.
Comes in the 2 tractors.
Jim Eckenrod went 279.31, 279.31.
A stout little tractor. Seen this boy run many, many times before. International people, your chance to go up 1 and 2.
Track and use the binders to stay off that left-hand out-of-bounds line. Thought he was square dancing or something, didn't he? Hey, wiggle, shake, boogie, or dance, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter. Folks, give Tom Nixon a round of applause there. He was working that thing seriously. On the antique side, Houston White of Richmond, and that 37 case went 193 feet and 8 inches, 193 and 8. That puts him in first place. Roy Day is up next in that F20 Farmhouse. Squealer is coming your way next.
Tom Nixon went 264.60, 264.60.
Speaking of it, we need all those people between Mr. Carter, get those people on the other side of the antique track, hold up the squealer till we get them now. You need to be on the other side of the antique track. On the antique side, we got a full pull. Make some noise. The boy from Oblong, Illinois. Oh. Tell you what, if he tried getting her out of there before 75, he'll have one more shot at it. Going to go right back. Do you believe what I'm saying now about going to the sky, Jeff? That's full contact. Supersock pulling. I'll tell you what, he's got obviously a lot of confidence in the driver.
Daryl Meese dropped back to pull later in the class.
But he does run it. Oh, you're going to see another Daryl Meese run. I mean, he's going to try to stand this thing up on the wheelie bars and go with it. So it's going to be interesting to see what will happen. As I said, the only Massey Ferguson out here tonight. So Massey Ferguson people, this is it. This is your last chance at it. And last year out here, this guy, the Massey Ferguson, the triple Massey, 6th place. Going to need a scraper down on this end too, so need a tow tractor and a scraper. Folks, give the Massey Ferguson a big round of applause. He didn't come all the way from Iowa to do this. See on that. Purchase Valco products at any truck stop throughout the United States. Ernie Conner and Miss Marquette heading off the end of the track now. You can give him a round of applause as he leaves. 96.28 for the distance. 6 Oaks.
Ernie Conner on Jason Clinton's tractor went 96.28, 96.28.
If we get a break in the action, we'll play Frisbee here tonight in Hopkins County. Antique pullers are moving on down the line. Junior Dad Manitou in his F20 Carmel. He went 123.10. The distance for beat is Roy Day's full pull. Donald Yates and Lebo in his 37A John Deere's. Looking to the sled now. Homer Riley in his 37A. You're on deck. 127A John Deere came out. It is as exciting as that deer on the far side. You got it a long way. A long way. John Deere fans, super stock side, Mike Savey, ready to rock and roll. Here we go. A good run. Give Mike Savey a big round of applause. Last week, he picked up his first American pole, his first win of the season that was, down in Knoxville, Tennessee. Here was the man, number one, Friday night in the 5,500 super class. Rick Ross will be coming up next with the Moonshiner. He's not going to move that cone, but he didn't make a good pull. It could very well put him in the top 5. The track better and took how far you go. That's right. In this 5,500-pound class, everything's equalized because of that long
Mike Savey went 253.60, 253.60.
What's going on with the antique? We got a pull-off, don't we? We're going to have our first pull-off of the night in the antique class. Looks like Donald Yates of Nebo. He won the full pull, too, so he's going to have to meet Roger Day of Manitoba in that farm-off and a pull-off. This is Murphy's Law, son. That's all there is to it. Plate quilt. The ladies of the Pennyroll Nile Club, they are raffling that off. A beautiful quilt, a Dreesen plate quilt. The ladies of the Pennyroll Nile Club have put this together. Got the first man taking his option to set the sled where he wants. Got that sled parked over in the right-hand corner, so he obviously thinks he's going to give it.
Rick Ross broke.
See what happens. It's closest to the concession stand. Yeah, that might be it.
Your sweatshirt turned inside out. Yeah, I see it's all dirty.
Not running anywhere like the Longs usually run. How about giving Eddie Long a round of applause, though, folks? Boy from Glasgow having trouble. Going to need a tow tractor on the end to get Mr. Long out. So, going to need a tow tractor to Mr. Long. Tell you what, we're having a heck of a yellow. And as we move down in the third spot of the order tonight, Tom Nixon and the Screaming Demon at 264.60. Tonight at the Bluegrass Regional Pool up in
Billy Long with 228.10, 228.10.
Here was the man that took it home. Alice Chandler, people, your last chance. Making an awfully good showing. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, when that sled gets them, it's all over there. How about it, folks, for the smoker? Give him a big round of applause. Let him know you like him now. All right, Darryl Meese will be up next with the Squealer, and then we'll be going to Brett Long, and there's one of them.
Ken McKillop went 251.67, 251.67.
He's going to be a little bit short, 113 feet 3 inches, 113 and 3. Second place in the pull-off, the winner, Roy Day at 127.10. Oh, he's sliding the deer out easy. He's taking her up. How about that? We may have moved that cone. Hey, he showed a lot of savage, just like we're going to see with those two-wheel drive trucks. He's got all kinds of horsepower. He eased into the throttle, got her straight, and then nailed it to take it down the line. It worked. How about it, folks? Madisonville, let the Squealer have it. John Deere fans, you can sing your song. I don't know. It's what's underneath the side shields. It is a motor. Sworn to secrecy. You're not going to tell nothing.
Daryl Meese went 278.92. 278.92.
4 turbos, 1 turbocharger on this thing. One of a kind design, to say the least. It's a little magic, and he's not telling what. Watch this one, folks. He is serious. Trying to get the
Brent Long was disqualified for running out of bounds.
You've got to be able to push more than the throttle and grab the wheel if you want to be in pulling. With any level of success, even the guys that are on the antique side spend a lot of time making those old machines run good. It ain't the age, it's the performance. Not the newest international coming here. Just a tremendous showing of performance machines that are here tonight from at least 10 states, maybe more. That was accounted for about an hour before the poll started, and we still had some folks rolling in, even after we started moving track on the grandstand side tonight. Brent Long is here.
I'll get off at 45 in Illinois.
And he's up.
Some fast food going on the way home. If I could punch about 85.
Get a little ether to get things going. There we go.
Come on, man. Racing tape.
And find a gear. Keep it between the lines and look for the gate. 279.31 takes to lead the class. Tell you what, he had a good run at the Farm Machinery Show this past February, but man, she didn't want to come to see him and took a little ether to coax her into this. I got a lawnmower that runs like that too. Oh man, it's coming, folks. That was an impressive run now. I like that axle flex, don't you? I think you'd give $100 for a little more weight on the nose. You can listen if you're not a puller at all. You can even tell this is something you can pick up so the next time you go to the pool, you can nudge somebody and say something about it. When that front end comes in the air, you can hear the RPM of the engine come up. He's breaking traction. He's not getting the horsepower to the dirt, and those RPMs climb to the last of the class.
Doug Horrell went 252.67, 252.67.
Jill's got her jacket on, coaxing right riding along. Second chance. I was going to say, he went back and did some wrenching or something. How about it, folks, for Mike Johnston, one of your hometown boys? Real nice run there. You were talking about the Evil Hairs? It's one of Evil Hairs' old tractors, by the way. I don't know how many they had. I know they farmed, and one of the crops they raised were 560 and 460 international pulling tractors, so this was one of them. Super Chicken was the favorite of mine. Great run there for Mike Johnston. Glenn?
Mike Johnson went 247.63, 247.63.
He paid his money, so he's going to get his chance. But a whole lot of work tonight to get that John Deere hooked up and ready to go. He made his attempt earlier. He was the second draw in the class to be able to run. Glenn Lacey's back now in the 4010 John Deere. Danny, work on it, man.
tough night for alcohol in the machines. You can be lean, rich, or just right. Oh man, that's smart. You can see the blowback coming from the bottom of the machine. She's just not exactly in the mood. If you get the combination right, you got a bad running deer. It's just a long ride getting her there. And he's done with it, folks. How about a big round of applause for Glenn? 55 Supers, please get your tractors out of the staging area.
This is a 7,500-pound super stock class.
Modifieds are nice. I enjoy power, but they call it tractor pulling, and that looks like a tractor. It looks more like a tractor, especially compared to the two-wheel drives that made a full pull, right? Yeah. You know, this was back in the day when it didn't have to have a computer. You didn't have to have an ohm meter to be able to tell whether it was running or not. People, a good run. Leon Haney, that B-21 Alice, is kind of like your wife. Let her sleep. You wake her up, you don't know what she'll do.
Leon Haney went 273.64, 273.64.
Still holding in the pits. Robin Wood Sled still showing a red light. We'll get the sled set. We got the chain tight. Sled says go. Pit judge says go. Jeffrey at the end says go, and it's showtime up to the John Deere guesswork. Randy Payne aboard again tonight. How about it, folks? Give Randy Payne a good round of applause there, the guesswork machine. He eased it out of the hole real nice, and he kept it straight on the track, but just a whole lot of that Robin Wood Sled back there. Couldn't catch the orange, and we got our last look at an orange tractor coming up right now. Alan Moore, Shelbyville, Kentucky, the outrageous Alice. It's actually Agco Alice sheet metal, but underneath it's the same tractor as the Cujo, or not the Cujo, as the Leon Haney machine. To finish the year with a big win. That's what he's aiming
Randy Payne's distance was 233.06, 233.06. Sleepy. All set on tape, good.
More than just blowback
coming out there. Water, everything coming out underneath the old rags or the outrageous Alice machine. Folks, give Alan Moore a round of applause. Not what he wanted to do here tonight. You can give him a round of applause with your hands if you can still feel them. If not, it'll work some circulation back in there. Alan Moore.
Alan Moore disqualified for going out of bounds.
Just fell through.
Oh, yeah.
Wake it up, here we go. Doug Leake always comes to Madisonville, always has done good here. Let's see what he can do here tonight. Number 3 in the country. Like you said, if your hands aren't too frozen. Man, we know one thing, his rear brakes work very well. He had a foot full of that right binder to get that thing off the line. Because we know you get disqualified when you go out of bounds and you got a foot full of binder and water around it. During here, turned your head too hard. What a run. 273.64 is the distance to beat. He's working awful hard at that distance, and if you had her struck. Some folks that are here tonight are farmers or associated with farming.
Doug Leake went 269.93. 269.93.
Do take care of yourself and be safe. National Farm Safety Week runs the 15th to the 21st. One turbocharger. One big turbocharger. This is the one. It gets wild. Now, he purposely wants to ride up on the wheelie bars, so let's see what Brett Long can do now. Green flag's out. Here we go. I think that's a full pull. Here comes the dance, folks. I don't know what to do here, but here comes the dance. Maybe you wanted revenge from that 55 run or something. I think you could have drawn a chalk line down the middle of that track, and that's exactly where he ran. Aerodynamic appeal to it, doesn't it? But I'll tell you what, it's aerodynamic when you stand straight up in the air, and I got a feeling that's that's what he's going to do. That's how Jay likes to run this thing. But it's close. Give him a round of applause. How about it? The boy from Springfield, Tennessee, Jay Fuqua, Tennessee Track. This is of the same nature of the one that just went down.
Jay Fuqua went 292.70. 292.70.
the tires didn't make 6 revolutions, the front tires didn't make 6 revolutions down the whole track. But when he got down to the end, he got dirt on poor old Joe's limbs, and that's a bad thing.
Daryl Meese pulled 295 feet, .01.
Daryl Meese went 295.01, 295.01.
Who's your deer? Tom Castling.
Oh, got a fire.
Looks like one of the blades inside the hood. He may have put himself out there.
Might have taken care of it.
Where there ain't supposed to be a light. He's got his hands up, Jeff. They're going to light the hoods.
That's a shame. He had a good run going. Folks, let the boy from Indiana know you appreciate him. Give him a round of applause there, the Hoosier Deer.
He was exhausting smoke with the machines built to intake smoke. And then fun's not over under the hood yet. Fire department officials are there. We're going to watch it close. We do need a pull-off tractor. We do money and run.
Tom Castings went 212.82,
The machine is
212.82.
Eileen.
He's out of Seymour, Tennessee is where he calls home. East Tennessee points champ 5 times out there, so real tough tractor. Picked up the Best Appearing Award at the Summer Nationals, the Valco Products Magic Mix Best Appearing Award, and here comes Nick. That's a good run, only running 2 turbochargers on that, so kind of a little bit of an underdog in the class, but stout run to say the least. Nicholas Hicks.
2 turbochargers is a little underdog to the 4-long machine that has 1. You know?
Kind of a different setup. Kind of. Tom Nixon's coming up next out of Mounds, Illinois.
Nicholas Hicks pulled 257.
Nicholas Hicks' distance was 257.16, 257.16.
It's a screaming demon. Again, those are the 3 marks, full, 295, and 292. You'll want to get in the top 3.
I'll tell you what, well, hopefully there's no fire underneath there.
We're working a lot of machinery.
Gonna need a tow tractor on the finish end. Need a tow tractor on the finish end.
Special on possum steak sandwiches right now.
I hear they're good. Yeah. Tour for Tom Nixon, 200.
Tom Nixon went 250.37, 250.37.
0.37.
All right, international people, here's a chance to get 2 in the pull-off.
I'm standing first and third right now.
This guy drives this tractor wild. You're in for a show anytime.
About the 280 mark, the front wheel never turned until he touched the ground there. I don't know if he got out.
Man, that was a close run. It came hard on the brake. It's going to be close. I feel comfortable. We shook up second place.
Kenny Hale went 296.23, 296.23.
Look it up. Just run out of ponies. He started on the right-hand side of the track and made that turn back to the left, trying to miss some of the holes that some of the other guys had created. I think he was trying to miss that balance line too. Well, I don't have something else to do. Some other reason to guide you away, grab them rubber gears and come back a little bit so we can get unhooked from the sled. Now we got it. Good run for Bill. Yes, everyone was up about a 292, and then the machine at a 286. So we're really
Darrell Foltz went 254.17, 254.17.
That means we're doing things right tonight. It's the Hulk. Green flags out and green and green. John Deere people, your last chance here tonight. That Hawkins County clay ain't nobody's friend tonight. It's soaking up a lot of horsepower. That's the #1 deer in the country, and it's sure making it tough on them. Not going to be a winning deer tonight, at least not in the top 5. All of our competitors are winners indeed, and we're glad that they came tonight from all across the USA to compete in the American Tractor Pulling Association Series.
Michael Galloway pulls 265 feet, .08.
Robert Galloway went 265.08, 265.08.
Last look at a diesel tonight. Can we get a diesel in the pull-off? Here comes Joe Blue. We got a foot to the boundary, and then that was it. He had to pound on that brake, and that you could see it slow down tremendously at that point. So, like I said, that's how Joe Blue will finish out here tonight. Brian Court, out of Wisconsin, will be coming up next. Saw him drive a tractor in the 55. This is his ride, his own ride for the 75. Jeff, this is another
Joe Blue with 244.12, 244.12.
The flagman may have a different opinion on that, but it's good for the show. Hang on, Jeffrey, we're coming, brother. Get set, Joe, we're coming at you. All right, a Wisconsin tractor trying to get the pull-off with a Missouri tractor. Here we go. Flight line fever. I'll tell you what. That, folks, was a pull-off. Except that little white line. It ain't quite as white as it was earlier, but it's still there. Jeff's walking over this way. He's out of the park. Cross that white line. Got that DQ. I think he had more momentum.
full than even our other full pull. But the rule says it's got to stay in bounds. We didn't come from Wisconsin down here to have that happen. 1,000 Moline running on alcohol.
Brian Corson disqualified for running out of bounds.
He sure would like to pull again tonight.
He can.
Yep, it's a G.
Full.
All right, Minneapolis Moline fans, here's your chance to do it. Oh, now. Gonna go right back. That pitch. One more attempt. Green flag all the way around. Gonna get the red flag.
Daryl Copenham broke.
Looks like there'll be no pull-off here in the 7,500 super stock class tonight. Daryl Coverham having trouble getting it off the line. So congratulations going to Brent Long. Will take first with the only full pull in the class. Built a couple of clay tracks. So, folks, how about it for Daryl Coverham if you're leaving there, having a rough night getting out of here. Good night, God bless you, and have a safe trip home, y'all. The drivers will have your checks for the 7 to 5 here in just a moment.